If there's one person who loves reminding Trump of his true place, it's Jimmy Kimmel. He knows Trump is delusional, and he isn't afraid to show his true face to the entire world.
I guess I should be honored that the former president of the United States took time out of his busy schedule Googling Ivanka in bikini to rant about me, but he must not get how much I love this. It doesn't even add up. Either Feeble Knievel doesn't know that Al Pacino and I are different guys, or he didn't actually watch the Oscars he claims to have hated so much. He got everything wrong, and we know he didn't forget because, according to his top aides, he has an encyclopedic memory.
Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Worst Case Donald. Now, everybody knows how Trump is a big danger for democracy. He's arrogant, ignorant, and selfish. And Kimmel just exposed him, and you won't believe how Trump reacted to it. Trump thought he was being very funny when he decided to roast Kimmel in a Truth Social post, slamming his hosting abilities at the 2024 Oscars.
I'm really proud of something. I was wondering if I could share it with you. I just got a review, and has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less than average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be.
He then went on to say,
"Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous, blah, 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 make America great again."
But Kimmel was not going to let this go. He clapped back at Trump for what he truly is, a narcissistic evil presence in the political landscape.
See if you can guess which former president just posted that on Truth Social. Thank you for watching. I'm surprised you're still... Isn't it past your jail time?
Kimmel made it clear that Trump cares more about himself than anything else. Trump's constant attacks on Kimmel just prove how insecure and mean-spirited he can be. Kimmel trashed Trump by saying,
"Thank you for watching. I'm surprised you're still... Isn't it past your jail time?"
"That joke must have really got on Trump's nerves," Kimmel said. "This man, who is our president, on trial. He has 34 criminal charges against him. He's still mad about the Oscars. The only person still talking about this joke is him. It really must have got to him."
With all that's going on, still smarting from my joke about him at the Oscars. You know, Donald Trump is in the first week of a criminal trial, the first president to be on trial for a criminal offense for paying hush money to a pornographic film star.
This feud between Kimmel and Trump has a long history. Back in 2015, Trump went on ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live before he became the Republican nominee for the 2016 election. He talked about bringing the Republican Party together and took some shots at Jeb Bush, who was also running for president at the time. During that show, Kimmel presented a funny children's book that made fun of Trump's campaign slogans. It was called "Winners Aren't Losers." Kimmel joked about winners being like Trump and losers being, well, losers. Kimmel also got serious about Trump's plans to change Obamacare in 2017. He then got emotional when he talked about his son being born with a rare heart problem.
They did an echocardiogram, which is a sonogram of the heart, and found that Billy was born with a heart disease.
Kimmel said that before Obamacare, people with health issues like his son might not have been able to get insurance. He kept talking about it on the show, saying Trump would sign any bill just to get rid of Obamacare, even if he didn't know what was in it. Kimmel thanked Senator John McCain for standing up against the Obamacare changes after a week of emotional speeches. Kimmel didn't hold back when it came to poking fun at Trump's ideas. In 2018, he made a fake movie trailer mocking Trump's plan for a national alert system. This system would let the government send emergency messages to everybody in the country. But Kimmel thought it was a terrible idea. In his trailer, a family is driving when they get what they think are Trump's tweets on their phones. The parents are confused because they blocked Trump on Twitter. "This isn't a tweet, it's a text message," the dad says. The message they get says things like "no collusion" and "witch hunt." People in the city start panicking when they get these messages. In one scene, a man cuts off his own hand to get rid of his smartwatch because he's so scared. It's all chaos, and Kimmel's trailer showed just how ridiculous Trump's alert system could be. Kimmel also openly criticized Trump's response to gun violence. After the tragic mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida in 2018, where 17 people lost their lives, Kimmel had had enough. In an emotional speech, Kimmel tearfully called out Trump for not taking action. "Children are being murdered," he said, pleading for action. He couldn't understand why nothing was being done, why there wasn't even a discussion about it. Kimmel turned the argument around on Trump and other Republicans who blamed mental health for gun violence. He agreed with them, saying, "If you don't think we have to do something about it, you're obviously mentally ill." It was a powerful way of showing just how frustrated he was with Trump's inaction on such an important issue. Kimmel didn't stop criticizing Trump even after he left the White House in 2021. He kept aiming his jokes at Trump's words on the campaign trail and his many legal troubles. It seems like Kimmel's constant jabs hit a nerve with Trump when he was in the White House. Last year, Rolling Stone reported that Trump told his staff to complain to ABC's parent company Disney about Kimmel's jokes on Jimmy Kimmel Live during his presidency in 2018. Two former Trump officials confirmed to the magazine that Trump was really mad about Kimmel's jokes and even made 2 separate phone calls to Disney to complain about him. It shows just how much Trump couldn't handle criticism, even from a late-night comedian. Kimmel really worries about Trump's impact on democracy and his behavior both during and after his time as president. He's been speaking out about this a lot, and here's why. First off, Kimmel noticed how Trump often attacks the media, saying things like fake news when he doesn't like what they say. This makes people doubt what they hear and read, which is a big problem because a free press is super important for democracy to work well. Then there's Trump's way of talking about things like race and immigration. He's not exactly bringing people together with his words. Instead, he's making divisions between groups even deeper. Now, Kimmel thinks this is making it harder for everyone to trust each other in the government. Plus, Trump hasn't always played by the rules of democracy. Remember when he said the 2020 election was rigged, even though there wasn't any proof? That's dangerous because it makes people doubt the whole voting process, which is a big part of how democracy works. And let's not forget about Trump's attitude towards the law. He's tried to influence judges and courts, even when they don't agree with him. That's not how things are supposed to work in a democracy where everybody's supposed to be treated fairly. Lastly, Kimmel worried about Trump's behavior. He's seen how Trump acts impulsively, often getting really angry when he's criticized. That's not the kind of person you want making big decisions, especially when they have so much power. So, Kimmel's criticism of Trump comes from a real concern about how his actions and words could harm democracy and whether he's really fit to lead the country. The last thing we want is Trump back in power, stirring up more trouble and putting democracy at risk. It's up to all of us to stay informed, speak out, and protect the values that make our democracy strong. For more insights and analysis from the world of politics, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the icon so you never miss our future updates.